There has never before, thank you, but y'all haven't even seen the results yet. Okay, let me talk about the results. So I intentionally went to Nancy Berger, not just because she's my friend, not just because she's smart, not just because she's great, not just because of any of those things, but because if we go back to earlier in my presentation, all these industries I've worked in, that connective tissue I was talking about was going to allow Lauren, the new nonprofit leader, to change the game by stepping over here into that media entertainment tech bucket and tapping on my network to say, let's change the game together. Now, what did we do? I said, every time we look up, whether it's Forbes 30 under 30, Fortune 40 under 40, Fast Company's most innovative, most creative, these lists change the game. You all know this, right? Yes? Oh, okay. Because you see when folks get on that list, not only is it on social, not only is it in a press release, not only it is in marketing materials, not only do they put it up on their website, not only do they put badges in their email signatures and in their decks, but doors open for them and their business and their brands that have never before been available to them because narrative change, because of brand awareness, because of the ability to shift perception in powerful ways. And once you do that, don't you know the floodgates open for opportunity? Now watch. So, for the first time ever, Cosmopolitan magazine spotlit female entrepreneurs of color in the magazine. This was our very first year that you see on the sides of the screens, and it was then written up in Ad Age and several other platforms as the top nonprofit partnership to change the game and visibility and public perception. Hands down. We were able to honor these incredible founders, businesses that we put on radars of national, multi-million-dollar, multi-billion-dollar corporations, whether that's for supplier diversity opportunities, whether that was founders on this list who, were in a test in some of the country's greatest retail outlets that all of a sudden got picked up for national distribution because they had had national coverage in Cosmopolitan magazine. Now, not only, and I'm going to go back for a second, not only did Venus serve as the cover of that issue, she joined us as a judge on our judging panel, as an entrepreneur in her own right as well. So these founders were given visibility also to myself, the judging panel, which included executives from Cosmopolitan and Venus Williams. So even if you didn't win, you were seen. Maybe not everyone was seen who applied, but those who made it close to the finish line were seen and put on new radars for new opportunities, regardless of if they were chosen or not. But what we also did was not only did we create this list, not only did we put press and buzz around the women that we had identified, we story told. We story told why we wanted the change. We story told what the problem was. Cosmo was loud and proud and unapologetic about saying this is an issue that we need to fix, and that this is how we are fixing it. And all of the women who were honored, their businesses were not just featured in Cosmo in print, they weren't just recognized on the list, it was also a shoppable content all on Cosmo's website where you could actually click and buy and see and learn from these women and their businesses. Across industries, across categories. It's okay, y'all can clap, come on, it's okay, it's okay. And we are now in year 2 of this list. And this has never been done before for women of color. And again, why did I go to Cosmo? Because I wanted, and so here you see Ad Age in the middle. Cosmopolitan launches the new C-suite honoring women of color entrepreneurs. They've never done this before. This was also one of their best read issues of last year. Jessica Pels, editor-in-chief, says to me, Lauren, I've had so many women writing in, even if they weren't a woman of color themselves, saying thank you for making business cool and sexy. Thank you for shining a light on these founders. Thank you for bringing the conversation here. But this cost me nothing but my idea and my time and a call to a friend and a colleague that I knew was aligned in what I wanted to accomplish and see and who could help amplify and accelerate the mission and the outcomes. This is some of the outcomes for the women. They've grown their business, they've raised more money, they've hired more team members, more doors have opened. Exponentially more doors have opened for them. This is the power of knowing your niche and how to communicate to your audience. With that, I'm going to open it for Q&A. I think we have about 15 minutes for Q&A. So I see some hands up. If you have questions, please just come to the mic, and I will answer as many as I can, as quickly as I can, because I told you we're going to make this interactive.